What's up, guys? It's Jay, MorninAfterKill, and I'm back here on Borderlands 2, and it's Friday. And we all know what Friday means on my motherfucking channel. Loot! That's right. And it's another episode of Friday Lootin' Live where we go through the treasure rooms on Borderlands 1 and Borderlands 2, and we try our luck to see if we can't get any legendaries or any pearlescents. I wouldn't mind a pearlescent because I've never gotten a pearlescent out of a motherfucking box. The only time I've ever gotten a pearlescent in any Borderlands series was from loot midgets. But now that they seem to kind of patch the drop rates of these, the pearlescents from the loot rate, from the drop midgets, loot midgets! God damn it. So, I haven't seen one since. So, yesterday, I posted up, actually it was this morning, really late this morning too, like 5 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. I posted up a video that I broke a controller during my live stream last night of The Last of Us. And I want to talk about that. So, while we are opening these boxes, I will be telling you why I broke my motherfucking controller. So, without further motherfucking ado, let's start with this box today. Let's start over here. So, the first box gives us, we got a purple on the first box, so that is not bad. So, yes, last night I did an impromptu stream. I was just like, you know what? I want to play The Last of Us. I had the game sitting here, and if you remember from the last stream I did, oh, jackpot box, baby. If you remember from the last stream I did, I tried to play The Last of Us, but my controller, my PS3 controller, was completely dead. Alright, so that rage video from last night, this is 2 years in the making of frustration with me and my PS3. So, I didn't play my PS3 in so long that my PS3 controller actually died. Which means I had to go buy a controller. I went to GameStop and I bought a brand new pre-owned controller, right? Yeah, a brand new pre-owned, because I didn't want to spend $60 on a brand new motherfucking controller, but it was still new to me. So, I spent 30 bucks on this controller, and I came home and I was like, let's play. And then I turned on my PS3, and it updated, Now, apparently, I had my PlayStation 3 off for so long that there is about 4 or 5 hours of updates that I had to download. So, I was already like, Jesus Christ. And then it updated, everything was good, everything was fine, controller was charged, controller was working, perfect. Let's go, let's play some Last of Us. And then I get into the game, and number one, I find out that I can't move the controllers around to where, like, right now I'm playing with my Xbox controller on PC, which means left trigger, aim, right trigger. Every other game I've ever seen, pretty much has that. I've never played, like, Call of Duty. Like, some of you subscribers were telling me that COD is the same way on the PS3, R1 and L1 to shoot, which is, I don't like that. I don't like that at all, and it was ass backwards, and I was really, I was really disenfranchised with that, and the fact that, the game, it didn't really have any mini-map. At one point, I had to look down at my controller, and I missed an NPC running into a door, and I didn't get to see that at all, so I was standing outside of a door for 20 minutes getting to try to open, and it wasn't actually the character I was supposed to be following, it was a different one. So, I had a really bad time. It was a really bad experience. Everything really just, bayoneted spiker. That's not bad. Razored Stalker. What is that? That is not better than what I have. Not better than what I got. So, let's keep moving on. So, like I said, those of you guys that were like, I had some people that were really, really mad about that. They're like, oh my god, this guy said the PS3 sucks and he broke his controller. We gotta fucking burn him at the stake now. You know what I mean? Don't burn me at the stake. There should be no stake burning. I mean, even if it's just me. Don't burn the steak, man. I like my shit medium rare, man. Medium rare. So, anyway, like I said, those of you guys that got really, like, kind of perturbed by it, if you went back and you watched the stream, I do have the stream up on my Twitch. You can go check it out. It's a full hour long. What you saw was about 5 minutes of clips that added up into frustration of other things that you really didn't get to see inside the video, like the updating and the other stream, like I said, where my other controller was dead, and it added up to a really bad time. Not only that, but it was fucking hot as balls too. Like, if you go back and watch the stream on my Twitch, you'll hear my fan. I have a giant fan over there by my, I guess, the air conditioner vent for the floor. And my girlfriend has a habit of turning my thermostat down and up all the motherfucking time, and I don't know why. I don't know why she does it, and it gets hot as fucking here. So that's why I have my fan. And my fan was loud as shit, and it was hot, sitting between two gaming PCs. I was live streaming, and the game that I have been waiting for so long. I was waiting for Last of Us for like a year and a half. That's the last time I turned my PlayStation 3 off, I told myself, I am going to turn this back on when The Last of Us came out. And it got pushed back so much. I was hoping for the game to be the game that I was looking for. And it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, I really wanted a mini-map, some type of, like, objective indicator on screen to let me know, you know, hey, you look down at your controller because you're not used to the system, and you just completely missed the NPC that went into that door, and now you're gonna have a bad 15 minutes until one of the NPCs in our game kills you. Until they fucking kill you. So, it was a bad situation all around, and I wish The Last of Us, like I said, a lot of people really did like it. They're like, man, you know, The Last of Us is a great game, Game of the Year. There's another Game of the Year that I own that I don't really play either, and that's Skyrim. And Skyrim, I felt, was kind of like the same way. Like, by the time you got through the 45-minute cutscene in the beginning, it's just like, you know, it's too slow. It's not enough. It's not what I thought it was going to be, you know? And I know people are saying, oh, well, you got to play it for like 2 or 3 hours to get completely immersed in the game. I don't want to play a game for 2 or 3 hours to get completely immersed in it. That's just my opinion, you know? I want to feel the immersion right from the beginning. Or, if it's like Borderlands, you know, you don't really get that type of immersion. It's just mindless fucking action and fun. And I like that. I like that. Look at all this money over here. I saw that blinging on the side of my screen there. I wanna go grab that for no reason. Just because I still have a few things left to say, you know? So, those of you guys that got mad because I broke my PlayStation 3 controller, it doesn't hurt you, man. It's my money. It's my money, you know? Fucking... And I was dumb enough to go out and buy a controller and fucking, you know, break it. That was my fucking fault. And like I said, we're just humans, man. We're all humans, and we all make mistakes, and we all get frustrated at times. And I was frustrated because the game that I waited for so long to come out just wasn't what I was expecting. It really wasn't. Like I said, I know I could have gave it more of a shot, more of a chance, but after... You know, if I have to play a game for 2 or 3 hours and still deal with the fact that I can't customize the controls to the way I want, then it's just not a game for me, you know? It's just not for me. So, I really wish, you know, I'm gonna write Naughty Dog an open letter, maybe. Maybe I'll do an open letter to Naughty Dog and ask him, be like, why would you not put any type of options in the game for people to want to make the control scheme a little bit more comfortable, you know? They can't control the fact that I have arthritis and that the PlayStation 3 controller is way too small for my hands. It's not even the fact that it's small. It's the fact that the actual hand grip on the PlayStation 3 doesn't come down. You know what? I'll explain that in another video because I'm kind of rambling on here. But yeah, like I said, the PlayStation 3 handle doesn't come down long enough like the old PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 controllers did to fully encompass my hand. That way I could move my hand down lower so the thumbsticks seem a little bit higher and it's a little bit more comfortable like the Xbox controller is for me. So that's all I gotta say about that. So if you were a PlayStation 3 guy and you got offended by that video, you know, I can't help you there, man. That's your fucking fault. You shouldn't get offended for me breaking my own motherfucking shit. So, you know, have fun. Just watch the videos. Enjoy yourself, man. So, my name is Jay, MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching this. Wow. Fucking, This was another episode of Friday Lootin' Motherfucking Live. If you could, throw a thumbs up on the video, I would highly appreciate it because it gives me motivation to make more videos for you motherfuckers that watch my motherfucking videos. And, like I said, it's live, so I'm allowed to go dirt, dirt, dirt in my fucking live stream. Well, in my fucking live video, if I want, you know, because it's live. Live! So, like I said, my name is MorninAfterKill. Make sure you guys rate, comment, subscribe. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to see you guys later.